Lesson 11. Conservation of Natural Resources. Nature has given us many precious things that we use in our daily life. Some of these are air, water, soil, forests, and minerals. They are called natural resources. Our needs are unlimited, but our resources are scarce. So it is very important for us to use these resources judiciously to fulfill our maximum needs. Non-judicious use of resources will eventually result in environmental catastrophe and economic disaster. A careful and economical use of all natural resources is called conservation. It is essential for maintaining an ecological balance. Let us study the various methods for conserving the natural resources. Soil conservation. Soil is essential for the growth of all plants. It is our first duty to protect the earth's surface. To conserve the soil, we should do the following. Planting trees or afforestation. The roots of trees hold the soil strongly and protect it from being washed away during heavy rains or floods. So, planting more trees helps us in reducing soil erosion. Terrace farming. In this type of farming, hill slopes are cut into steps or terraces. The steps slow down the flow of water. As the water flows down, some soil from one step is left on the next step. This way they reduce soil erosion. Terrace farming is followed in hilly areas. No more, it takes almost 500 years for nature to make 1 inch of topsoil. Crop rotation. Sowing crops on rotation basis helps us in maintaining the fertility of land. For instance, if we grow legumes, that is peas, pulses, beans, etc. after cereals, they increase the fertility by restoring nitrogen back to the soil. Conservation of water. Water is one of the important resources gifted to us by the nature. It is needed by all living things for their survival. We use it for drinking, washing, and bathing. Water is also used in many industrial processes. We should take the following measures to conserve this precious natural resource. Never leave your taps open. Never leave your taps running. Cattle bathing is a source of water pollution which should be avoided. Dams and barrages should be built to store excess water during heavy rains. Rainwater should be harvested to replenish the groundwater table. Never pollute a source of water by bathing or washing clothes near it. Untreated sewage and waste should not be drained into a source of water. Conservation of air. Air is a renewable natural resource. Conservation of air can be done by protecting it from getting polluted. It becomes polluted due to smoke from the chimneys of industries. We should get our vehicles checked at regular intervals and keep them pollution-free. We should avoid bursting crackers or burning any unnecessary thing which may pollute the air. We should use environment-friendly fuels such as CNG, LPG, unleaded petrol, etc. We should plant more trees because trees purify the air. Conservation of forests. Today, man is cutting down the trees to get the space for industries and homes. The cutting down of trees and clearing of forests is called deforestation. Deforestation results in soil erosion and climatic changes that leads to loss of natural habitats for many plants and animals. The following steps should be taken to reduce deforestation. Afforestation. Planting trees on a large scale is called afforestation. A balance should be maintained by planting more trees. Preventing overgrazing. Overgrazing by cattle and sheep should be prevented, as this will remove all the grass cover which binds the soil and prevents soil erosion. Protection from diseases and pests. They can be controlled by cutting down infected trees and using insecticides and pesticides. Special efforts: Chipko movement in Uttarakhand and Apiko movement in Karnataka are special efforts made by people to protect trees. No more. Van Mahotsav and Environment Day are organized to create public awareness for the protection of the environment. Conservation of wildlife. Wildlife is a precious gift of nature to us. Our wildlife consists of animals like lion, tiger, leopard, rhino, elephant, deer, bear, etc. Some of these animals are facing extinction because man has started killing them for their fur, bones, horns, hides and tusks. A number of wildlife and bird sanctuaries and national parks have been set up in India to protect the natural habitat of birds and animals. It gives them a secure shelter. Some important wildlife sanctuaries and national parks of our country have been given here. Corbett National Park in Uttarakhand, Kanha National Park in Madhya Pradesh, Ghana Bird Sanctuary of Rajasthan, Bandipur Wildlife Sanctuary of Karnataka, Guindi National Park, Chennai, Hazaribagh National Park, Jharkhand, Kaziranga Wildlife Sanctuary of Assam, Mudumalai Sanctuary of Tamil Nadu, Periyar Sanctuary in Kerala, Nal Sarovar Bird Sanctuary of Gujarat, Sultanpur Bird Sanctuary in Haryana, and Ghat Prabha Bird Sanctuary in Karnataka. Government has passed strict laws, Wildlife Protection Act in 1972, against the indiscriminate killing of wild animals. In some sanctuaries, the population of endangered animals has significantly increased due to such efforts towards conservation of wildlife. Conservation of coal and petroleum. Coal is used for various purposes such as cooking, producing electricity, etc. Vehicles run on fossil fuel, so we must use them with utmost care. For once they are finished, they can't be replenished. We can conserve coal and petroleum in many ways. While going to small distances, we should use a bicycle or travel on foot instead of a car. We should use a solar cooker at home on bright, sunny days for preparing food. Use public transport rather than personal means of transport. All these measures will help us to save coal and petroleum. Thus, following the steps as mentioned here, we will be able to conserve our national resources. We will be able to conserve our natural resources to some extent. Also, we'll be able to use them in future and for a long time. The future generation will also be benefited by such a conservation.